Today we're going to be looking at two phones that I believe are great for this current economy, but of course, out of these two phones, only one of them is superior. We have the 21 Ultra and the 24 FE. Which one is going to win? Well, of course, you'll find out in this video. One important thing is the material the phone is made out of, and I have to tell you, both of them are actually made out of glass for the back. I am very surprised to tell you this, but this is actually one of the toughest glass backs there is for any type of phone. I believe it's like Gorilla Glass or whatever, but it's still a very amazing outer shell for the S21 Ultra. I believe the framing are actually metal and I believe they're aluminum, but it's still a very interesting thing to see that I didn't even know about. The back right here is actually glass. The S24 FE has a more glossy back, which means it's a little weaker than the 21 Ultra, but I still like this back. It has a aluminum metal casing, which is nice. I believe the Ultras have the titanium one, and I could be wrong. Maybe this is titanium, but I mean, who would ever put titanium on their mid-range phones? Nobody. So of course it has to be aluminum. So another big thing with devices is the resolution. The 24 FE has a 385 ppi display, and that's just okay for a device. The 21 Ultra has a 516 ppi, and it has a bigger screen. There is more pixel density on the 21 Ultra, and if you look closely, the 21 Ultra does have a thinner bezel than the 24 FE. But there is one thing the 24 FE triumphantly will be better in than the 21 Ultra. Well, kind of. Let me explain it. The 24 FE is a lot better on a simple tasks out there rather than a lot of complicated tasks out there. That's a very hard word for me to say. I apologize. Basically, it performs a lot better in single core performance, where the 21 Ultra is just probably better when it comes to gaming. The 24 FE is good and better when it comes to things like opening up apps, switching between apps, and whatnot. But the 24 FE is still pretty good when it comes to gaming. And both phones can game, but I do believe the 21 Ultra performs a little bit better on games like Zenless Zone Zero. But the funny thing is, Arknight's infield is still pretty darn good on this device compared to the 21 Ultra. I don't know why, but I believe when it comes to performance at least, the 21 Ultra is inferior to the 24 FE. The 24 FE though is smaller comparatively to the 21 Ultra. When it comes to gaming with gacha games, you might have a better experience visually with the 21 Ultra. Now, let's talk about a very important thing when it comes to consumers buying phones. And it has been staring at you this whole time, kind of. It's the cameras. A lot of my subscribers really do want me to focus on the cameras because cameras are a very important thing when it comes to everyday people. Don't get me wrong, I'm an everyday person too, which makes me sound a little suspicious and a robot, but I do care about cameras a lot on my devices, which is why I'm using the iPhone 14 Pro Max right now, my main phone. Even though I'm using it for everything, I have to use it for recording videos too, because it's that good. Now, by a technicality, the 24 FE wins by a mile. The technicality is that it has better sensing cameras. Now, it doesn't have the better megapixels, and it has a few missing features that are pretty nice on the S21 Ultra, but by a technicality, because the cameras are newer and respond better to a lot of color, the 24 FE wins. The 21 Ultra has a 108 megapixel main camera, and it has a 10 times optical zoom. The problem with it though is that it has older cameras, so when it comes to seeing colors visually, even though it has more megapixels, it is inferior to the 24 FE. When it comes to videos though, I will say I've had a easier time with the 21 Ultra than the 24 FE. The 21 Ultra has better stabilization from what I can tell between both of these phones. So if you're a YouTuber, then maybe get the 21 Ultra for recording your videos because the 24 FE doesn't have the best stabilization. Now, both phones do support fast charging that is up to 25 watts, and when it comes to wireless charging, both phones actually have it, but only up to 15 watts, which I believe is pretty good for wireless charging. One thing I forgot to mention about the display is that the 24 FE has 300 or maybe 400 nits more than the 21 Ultra, so it's a lot brighter outside. And when you're outside in the sun, you need to have a very bright phone, so the 24 FE wins in that department. Now, who's the winner compared to both of these devices? And it's actually going to be a little bit surprising for you because I believe the 24 FE is the superior device out of both of them. And let me explain why. The 24 FE has better cameras. By a technicality, a lot of people do care about taking photos and videos. Now, the videos aren't the best on the 24 FE, but a lot of people do care about their photos. Their photos have to be really nice looking so they can always remember the memories. The 24 FE is also brighter in a lot of use cases, and a lot of people want to see what they're doing, especially outside, right in front of the sun, because they need to see what's on their phone. And a brighter phone is a lot better for that aspect. There's also another thing you gotta remember. A lot of people aren't going to notice a pixel density difference on both of these devices. When people are watching YouTube in 2K and 4K, they're not going to notice the slight differences in the quality unless it's right next to each other. So a lot of people are going to be happy that they have a visually good looking display when their video is doing whatever it's doing on their video. There is one more important thing. The 21 Ultra will no longer get security updates. So don't get me wrong, this is a good choice, but the S24 FE has about 2 to 3 more years of security updates, so the superior choice is the 24 FE.